Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for 3,000 subscribers. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you how to make this cute wrap top. If this looks like what you're interested in, please make sure you keep on watching. And please, I just need you to take a moment to like this video. Just click on the like button. I would really appreciate it if you do so. Thank you and God bless you. So guys, the first thing I marked on this paper is 4.5 inches, a 4.5 inches line from the top to the bottom. So it's from this line I'll start taking my measurements. So I'm taking my shoulder measurement divided by 2 and I added ½ inch because I'll be adding a sleeve. And now I'm taking my shoulder slope, and for the neckline, please make sure you use 2.5 inches or 2 inches because I'll still be hemming the neckline, folding it into two. So please continue watching so you understand what I mean. So I'm going to label my paper, bust, waist, and full length. So just mark your waist measurement and maybe add 2 inches as your full length. It depends on what you want. Don't forget I'll be adding a belt to this. So now I'm going to go ahead and mark my chest line, which is my round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. And I'm going to label that as the chest line. So after doing that, I'm going to mark my round bust measurement on my chest line divided by 4 to get my armhole. So after doing that, I'm going to drop down the shoulder line like this so that I can create the armhole. So whether or not you're a beginner, you should be able to create your basic bodice pattern. That's create this armhole. And now I'm going to go in by ½ inch and get the front armhole. I'm going to mark all my measurements, my round bust measurement, my round waist measurements divided by 4 on this line. So now, after doing that, the major thing that differentiates a wrap top with a normal top is the overlap. So this is the reason why I marked 4.5 inches before I started marking my basic bodice pattern. So right now, I'll go ahead and mark my dart line. I'll take ½ inch on both sides and I'll connect it, and that will be all for this pattern. I'm going to cut this out and then I'll trace this pattern on another paper to get the back pattern. So guys, since the back pattern is not going to have an overlap, I'm just going to fold in the allowance, that 4.5 inches allowance I told you about. I'm just going to fold it in and place it on a new pattern paper. Then I'll trace this pattern on the new paper I have here. So this is going to serve as the back pattern. So it's after doing this, I'm going to go back to the front pattern and make some modifications. So once I'm done with that, I'll keep that aside and I'll come back to the front pattern. I will open up the 4.5 inches allowance and now I'll create my neckline. So like I said, a wrap top, what differentiates a wrap top from a regular top is this overlap. So now I'm going to create, I'll decide where I want the round, where I want the cut to be. So just take note of your bust line and your chest line. If you want it to get up to your chest line, you can do that. But please take note, if you don't want it exposed, make sure you take it higher. So I had to leave the picture on the screen as a guide for you to see how exposed mine was, in case that is not what you want. So after doing that, I'm going to connect the neckline to that point and to the end of the paper like this. And once that is done, this is going to serve as the new front pattern. I'm going to cut this out and then I will cut out 2 pieces of these on my fabric. Please don't forget to make a mark at that overlap point on your fabric. It's going to help you when you want to join, when you want to sew the actual fabric. So I'll go ahead now, cut this out, and I'll cut it on my fabric and I'll come back to show you. So this is what I have after cutting on my fabric. I cut 2 pieces of this exact pattern and I added allowance because I forgot to do that on the pattern. So I have 2 pieces of this pattern cut, and to get that, what I did was to simply take this pattern and place it over on the other side like this to get another right side that is going to complete this top. I hope that makes sense. Now for the back pattern, remember that pattern I drafted that I traced out. I'm just going to mark the neckline and then I mark 1 inch on the bottom and connect it like this. So I connected it to 1 inch at the bottom, only 1 inch, just use 1 inch. 1 inch is perfect. So I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to cut out on my fabric. So guys, after cutting out my fabric, this is what I have, and I'm going to join the front and the back at the shoulder now, and this is what it looks like after joining the front and the back at the shoulder. After doing that, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to fold and simply hem the parts that will be showing. That's the neckline of this dress. And after doing that, all I need to do now is to cut out a sleeve, like a long strip of fabric. Please make sure you iron your dress, because I did not have light at the time I was recording this video and I just needed to make this video. So please make sure you iron as you sew. It makes your work look neater. So guys, I'm just going to measure my armhole and cut out this fabric 4 inches wide. So I'm going to hem the end, and then the other part will be pleated into the sleeves like that. So as you can see, I've created the pleats and this is what it looks like. The other part is hemmed, the part that will be showing outside. So I'm going to place this on my blouse and I'll pin this up so that I can attach it to the main top. So I forgot to add, please, what you are cutting out should be double of your armhole, like what you got on your round arm. Make sure you double the fabric so you can pleat and create pleats that will look beautiful like this. So after attaching the pleats to the top, this is what it looks like, the sleeves. And now guys, all I need to do is make sure you iron. I could not iron while I was sewing this dress and it made my work look a bit rough, so just make sure you iron. So now I'm going to bring the front pieces, and you remember the notch I said you should make. I'm just going to place them on each other and I'm going to make a stitch. There will be an overlap. Just choose the parts that you want to show at the top, any one you want, and I'm going to make a stitch at that point. Then I'll simply close up this dress. After closing up the dress, I'm going to cut out a belt and I'll attach it just the way I would normally attach a belt for a skirt like this. So this is it, and at the end of this, the belt is your waist measurement times 2. And now at the end of the belt, I'll just cut this point to make it look sharp and look better. So turn that side inside out, and that is all about making this top. It's really easy, guys. I'm sorry I had to rush this video. I noticed that this video is really fast, but I hope you understand and you learned something. If you did, please drop a comment. If you did, please like this video. Thank you very much, and God bless you for watching till this point. See you in my next video. Bye.